All right, let's talk about a term you hear everywhere these days, machine learning. It sounds super futuristic, maybe even a little intimidating, right? But the truth is, the core idea behind it is something you already understand, and it's already changing just about everything. So let's dive in and demystify it.
I mean, have you ever stopped to wonder how your email inbox is so good at catching junk mail? How does it know that a weird email from a prince is spam, but a newsletter you signed up for is okay? It's not like an engineer is sitting there writing a new rule for every single spam email that comes out. No way. The secret sauce here is machine learning.
And what's really wild is that at its heart, machine learning is just trying to copy the way that we learn. As humans, we see examples of things, our brain finds the patterns, and then we use those patterns to make decisions. Well, a computer does pretty much the same thing. You feed it data, it finds the patterns, and then it makes predictions. So you see the parallel, right? It's a really simple idea, but it is so, so powerful. Okay, so to really get this, let's use an analogy that I think makes it super clear. Imagine you're teaching a machine the same way you'd teach a little kid something new. So let's go back to that spam filter, right? You don't tell the computer, hey, look for the words free money. That's not how it works. Instead, you just show it thousands and thousands of emails that you've already marked as spam or not spam. And here's the magic. The machine starts to pick up on the patterns all by itself. It learns that certain phrases or weird links or all caps tend to show up in spam. Then, when a totally new email arrives, it can use what it learned to predict if it's junk or not. Okay, so that's the big picture idea. But you're probably wondering, how does a machine actually do that? What's happening under the hood? Well, it's a pretty well-defined process, so let's break down the actual steps. So here's the workflow from start to finish. First things first, you need data, and I mean a ton of it. Then that data has to get cleaned up and organized. That's preparation. Next, you pick a model, which is kind of like the specific type of brain you're going to teach. And then comes the main event, training. This is where the learning happens. After it's trained, you have to test it to see how well it learned, and once it passes, you can finally use it to make predictions out in the real world. And this right here, this is the absolute core of how a machine learns. It's all about minimizing its mistakes or its error. So during training, the model makes a guess. Let's say it's predicting house prices and guesses a house is worth $80,000. But the real answer is $100,000. That's a $20,000 error. The model sees that error and it adjusts its internal logic just a little bit to try and make a better guess next time. It does this over and over and over again. We're talking thousands, maybe millions of times until its guesses get incredibly accurate. Now, here's something you gotta know. Machine learning isn't just one size fits all. It's more like a field with a few different approaches. Let's call them different schools of learning, and each one is good for a different kind of job. Let's look at the big three. First up is supervised learning. This is exactly what we've been talking about. You give it data that already has labels, like are spam or not spam emails. Then there's unsupervised learning, which is more like being a detective. You just give it a bunch of messy, unlabeled data, and its job is to find hidden patterns or groups on its own, like figuring out different types of customers for a business. And finally, you've got reinforcement learning. This one's super cool. It's like training a dog with treats. The machine learns by trial and error, getting rewards for good moves and penalties for bad ones. This is how AI gets so scary good at playing complex games. Okay, this all sounds pretty high-tech, right? But the crazy thing is, you are using machine learning all day, every day, probably without even realizing it. It's not just in a lab somewhere, it's right in your pocket. Think about it. When YouTube knows exactly what video you want to watch next, that's machine learning. The way Google search just gets you? Yep, that's ML. The chatbots and assistants we talk to, the fraud alerts you get from your bank, it's everywhere. And that's not even counting the massive world-changing stuff like helping doctors diagnose diseases or, of course, the technology behind self-driving cars. It's literally the engine powering so much of our modern world. Okay, so if all of this is still a bit much and you just want one simple way to remember how it all fits together, I've got the perfect analogy for you. Let's just call it the machine learning recipe. Seriously, think about cooking a meal. The data? That's all your ingredients, the flour, the eggs, the spices. The algorithm? Well, that's the recipe itself, the step-by-step instructions. The model is the chef, the one actually doing the mixing and the cooking. And the final prediction? Well, that's the delicious final dish you get to enjoy. It's a simple way to remember how all the pieces come together to create something amazing. And really, that's what it all boils down to. It's this continuous, powerful cycle. You start with data, which you use for training, which results in learning. After testing, you get a prediction. And the truly mind-blowing part is that this cycle just keeps getting faster and smarter with more data. So it really makes you wonder, what's the next big problem we're going to teach it to solve?